next part, I'd like to talk a little bit about finger action in the left hand. So often I hear of people complaining that they have pains in their thumb and their wrist and so forth. Again, going back to understanding the physiology of how we move and understanding that in fact our support system comes from the back, right? So as we bring our arm back and forth like this, as we allow our torso to engage, curling and straightening, we see how this same momentum enables us to support our left hand. As we bring up the left hand to play, this same sense of balance that we talked about with the right hand, now we're going to introduce into the left hand. Just as the fingers have a very careful, precise response to the weight, so it is that our fingers in the left hand, as well as the hand, wrist, knuckles, all have a very precise engagement with the fingerboard. In fact, as we allow the weight of the finger to transfer into the instrument, we're enabled to find the most simple, natural way to engage with the left hand. This very simple technique, which I call flapping, very simply describes what it sounds like to drop the fingers onto the fingerboard using the knuckles as the power source. Now, what I typically see with string players is where oftentimes the hand is under too far, meaning that they have to use just the fingers to get power and sound. So what happens is that you then have to squeeze and press the strings down. Whereas if the hand, the arm, the knuckles are elevated sufficiently, you have the appropriate angle where, again, the knuckles can power the movement. Try this at home, noticing the spring-like action. The feeling of dropping. And actually the dropping movement is not exactly passive, but it should be of really falling into the string. So actually it's the lifting off of the fingers that require the effort, the springboard effect, and falling back onto the fingerboard. As we apply this then to different strings, you will discover on the A string, there's a balance point and placement, same as on the D, on the G, and of course on the A. Notice how with each string crossing, my hand, arm, the entire alignment shifts. Now, when we go very fast, that process happens so quickly you don't really see it, so fine-tuned. But once the body has that basic sense of balance in relation to the strings, it will naturally adjust to the strings that you're on. Thank you, and enjoy this lesson.